Welcome to NPJR, where we explore the great outdoors one national park at a time. I'm Justin.
And I'm Robin. We encourage you to pause the podcast at any time and discuss some of our talking points or try answering our trail trivias. Today, we're heading to the Guadalupe Mountains of New Mexico to visit a natural wonder, Carlsbad Caverns National Park. This place is stunning, containing beauty and wonder above and below.
Nestled in the Guadalupe Mountains of southeast New Mexico, Carlsbad Caverns National Park is a subterranean marvel that drew about 400,000 visitors in 2023. Designated as a national park in 1930, it spans over 46,000 acres, making it the 14th smallest national park in the U.S., and is home to 119 known caves. Recognized for its immense chambers, intricate formations, and diverse wildlife, this park offers an unforgettable glimpse into the wonders of the underground world.
One of the park's most striking features is the Big Room, the largest single cave chamber in North America by volume, measuring over 4,000 feet long, 625 feet wide, and 255 feet high at its tallest point. Visitors can walk through this natural wonder on a self-guided trail that highlights breathtaking formations like stalactites, stalagmites, and flowstone curtains. Another fascinating aspect is the bat flight program, where thousands of Brazilian free-tailed bats emerge from the cavern's natural entrance at dusk in a mesmerizing display during the summer months.
The park's limestone caves were formed millions of years ago by sulfuric acid dissolving the surrounding rock, a rare process that sets it apart from most other caves created by water erosion. The caverns continue to evolve, offering a glimpse into geological processes that have shaped the Earth over eons. With its unique combination of geology, ecology, and history, Carlsbad Caverns is not just a natural wonder, but a testament to the planet's dynamic nature.
The story of Carlsbad Caverns dates back millions of years when the area was submerged under an ancient sea. Over time, the remains of marine organisms formed the limestone that would later be carved into caverns by sulfuric acid. The human history of Carlsbad Caverns is as rich as its geological story. Indigenous peoples were likely the first to discover the cave, with evidence of habitation and pictographs dating back thousands of years. The earliest known inhabitants of the area were likely ancestors of the Apache and Pueblo tribes. The pictographs found near the park suggest these groups viewed the caverns as a significant cultural and spiritual site. While little evidence suggests they ventured deep into the caves, the natural entrance and surrounding area likely played a role in their mythology and survival strategies. Carlsbad Caverns was called the home of the bat by the Mescalero Apache, and the Zuni Pueblo named it Bat Cave.
During the 19th century, settlers and ranchers moved into the region. Jim White, the cowboy-turned-explorer, whose curiosity about the bat-filled hole led to the early exploration of the caves. Fascinated by a black cloud of bats rising from the earth, White first ventured into the caves with a homemade ladder and a lantern at just 16 years old. White became a self-taught expert, sharing stories about the underground wonders, earning him a place in the park's lore. Jim White named many of the formations in the caverns, including the King's Palace and the Queen's Chamber. His vivid imagination helped popularize the site, and he was instrumental in publicizing the caverns and guiding early tours, often thrilling visitors with tales of the underground marvels he had named.
The federal government recognized the significance of the site in 1923, establishing it as a national monument. By 1930, it had gained national park status, ensuring its protection and preservation. Like many of our national parks and national park units, the Civilian Conservation Corps, or CCC, played a pivotal role in its development during the 1930s, constructing trails, the visitor center, and other infrastructure that made the caves accessible to the public. Their efforts during the Great Depression transformed Carlsbad Caverns into a site that could accommodate the growing number of visitors while preserving its natural beauty. The park's historical legacy continues to expand with ongoing discoveries of new cave systems and the use of advanced technology to study its geology and biology. Today, park rangers, researchers, and conservationists continue to care for and study the caverns, ensuring their legacy endures for future generations.
Plants and animals. Despite its arid desert setting, Carlsbad Caverns boast a surprisingly diverse ecosystem, both above and below ground. On the surface, the park's desert scrub and grasslands are home to plants like yuccas, prickly pears, and the iconic agave, which thrives in the rocky soil. Seasonal rains bring a burst of color as wildflowers bloom, attracting pollinators like bees and butterflies.
The park's animal inhabitants range from the desert cottontail and rock squirrel to predators like the coyote and bobcat. Birdwatchers can spot species such as golden eagles, peregrine falcons, and roadrunners. In the caves, unique ecosystems thrive in darkness. Blind insects, albino cavefish, and colonies of bats are among the fascinating underground dwellers.
Carlsbad Caverns is home to 17 species of bats. The park's largest colony of bats is estimated to consume over 7,000 tons of insects annually. The Brazilian free-tailed bats are one of the park's most famous inhabitants, with a population of hundreds of thousands roosting in the caverns during the summer. The park is also home to a variety of cave-adapted species, including beetles and pseudoscorpions, which have evolved unique adaptations to survive in complete darkness.
The fringed Myotis bats are another really interesting bat species of the park. They fly over 2 miles every night just to exit the caves in search of their nightly feasts consisting primarily of insects, including beetles, moths, flies, and other arthropods like daddy longlegs.
Bats provide numerous benefits to people. Brazilian free-tailed bats eat insects that are crop pests. Other bats pollinate plants and some disperse seeds from the fruits they eat. Many of the foods we like to eat need bats to pollinate them or to disperse their seeds. Bats help with crop production of almonds, peaches, chocolate, coconuts, cashews, mangoes, figs, avocados, and bananas, just to name a few.
There are over 1,300 kinds of bats in the world. All of them are members of the order Chiroptera, which means hand wing. Bats have the same bones in their wings that we have in our arms and hands. They are just arranged and shaped a little differently to allow bats to fly.
The Brazilian free-tailed bat, also known as the Mexican free-tailed bat, is a small to medium-sized bat known for its remarkable speed and agility in flight. Measuring about 3.5 inches in body length with a wingspan of 11 to 14 inches, it weighs only about half of an ounce. Its fur is short and velvety, ranging in colors from dark brown to grayish. A distinctive feature of this species is its tail, which extends beyond the tail membrane, giving the bat its free-tailed name. Brazilian free-tailed bats can travel up to 30 miles, or 48 kilometers, and eat half of their body weight before returning home each night. That would be like an average adult eating 360 quarter-pound cheeseburgers every day.
Recognized as one of the fastest flying bats, the Brazilian free-tailed bat has been recorded reaching speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, which is 160 kilometers per hour. It is a species that only eats insects, feeding primarily on moths, beetles, and other flying insects, using echolocation to hunt with precision. These bats are nocturnal and highly social, often forming large colonies in caves, under bridges, and inside buildings. They are found throughout the Americas, from the southern United States to Argentina, and some populations migrate seasonally.
Their presence plays a crucial role in ecosystems by helping control insect populations, which benefit agriculture, and if you don't like mosquitoes, then you will love the Brazilian free-tailed bat. A single bat can eat a significant number, potentially up to 1,000 mosquitoes per hour if there are enough mosquitoes in the area. They face threats from predators such as hawks, owls, snakes, and some mammals. Outside of Carlsbad Caverns, one of the most famous colonies of Brazilian free-tailed bats is found in Bracken Cave, Texas, where millions of individuals roost. This colony is a vital contributor to pest control and serves as an impressive natural spectacle.
Bats are found in every continent except Antarctica. Just like people, bats come in all sizes. Trail trivia. What is the smallest bat species on Earth? The smallest bat in the world, a bumblebee bat, has a wingspan roughly the length of an adult index finger. Bumblebee bats are only found in 2 locations, Myanmar and Thailand. Back-to-back trail trivia. What is the largest bat species on Earth?
The largest bat in the world is the endangered golden-crowned flying fox, which has a wingspan up to 5 feet and weighs as much as a chihuahua. The golden-crowned flying fox is part of a group of fruit-eating bats commonly called flying foxes.
It may seem like a strange place to cover mollusks, but mollusks thrive in nearly every ecosystem, including Carlsbad Caverns. Mollusks are an invertebrate of a large group of animals which includes snails, slugs, mussels, and octopuses. Quick note, the proper plural of octopus in English is octopuses. While octopi is sometimes used, octopuses is the more common and grammatically preferred form. A mollusk's body usually consists of a shell and always a fleshy part, the living organism, which includes the foot, adapted for movement, and the visceral mass, housing organs for digestion, circulation, reproduction, and respiration.
Mollusks typically live in aquatic or damp habitats. In the American Southwest, isolated habitats often lead to unique, localized species. As areas become more arid, some mollusks, once widespread, are now confined to small, isolated springs. For example, the ovate vertigo snail, once common in the region, is now found only in a few locations, with unoccupied shells discovered at Rattlesnake Springs in the park.
A brief 1980 survey found many mollusk species in the park, mostly snails. One of the rarest is the Guadalupe woodland snail, which tolerates drier conditions better than other species in the Guadalupe Mountains. The park also has finger clams, bivalves related to clams, oysters, and scallops, distinguished by their 2 symmetrical shells instead of the spiral shells of snails.
Desert plants. When people think of desert plants, they often picture cacti. Native to the Americas, the cactus family is most closely associated with arid landscapes. Among the world's deserts, the Chihuahuan Desert has the most species of cacti.
The tiny Lee pincushion cactus is an endemic species of Carlsbad Caverns and the nearby vicinity. Large prickly pears and striking strawberry hedgehogs are notable species. Other species include the rainbow cactus and Christmas cholla. Cactus flowers bloom in different seasons, with pink pincushion flowers in spring, yellow prickly pear blossoms in May, and vivid red claret cups in June.
Though cacti store moisture in their stems, it is sticky and unpalatable, not a reliable source for humans. However, they play a vital ecological role, providing pollen for bees, fruit for wildlife and humans, and shelter for birds like the cactus wren. Their pads also serve as food for deer and caterpillars of certain moth species.
Other succulents in the park include agaves and yuccas. The New Mexico agave grows at higher elevations, while the lechuguilla, a key indicator of the Chihuahuan Desert, thrives in lower areas. Torii yuccas and banana yuccas also provide habitat for yucca moths, which pollinate their flowers while laying eggs.
Unlike cacti, ferns are rarely associated with deserts, as most thrive in humid environments. However, Carlsbad Caverns is home to 13 species of ferns. These ferns appear shriveled and lifeless much of the time, a survival adaptation that allows them to conserve water. With small fronds covered in hairs, scales, or waxy coatings, they minimize moisture loss. When it rains, their dry fronds quickly turn green and resume photosynthesis.
Unlike flowering plants, ferns and their relatives have vascular tissue but reproduce through spores or vegetative growth. They are ancient, dating back over 300 million years to the Carboniferous period.
The park's ferns include maidenhair fern, robin's favorite, cloak fern, lip fern, cliffbrake, and spleenwort. Fern allies present in the park include 1 horsetail or scouring rush and 4 species of spike mosses, some known as resurrection ferns for their ability to revive after drying out.
Stalactites and stalagmites are cave formations made of minerals, primarily calcite, but they grow in opposite directions. Stalactites hang from the ceiling of caves, while stalagmites rise from the cave floor. A simple way to remember the difference is that stalactites have to hold tight to the ceiling, while stalagmites might reach the top.
Both formations develop as minerals are deposited from dripping water. When water containing dissolved calcium carbonate seeps through the cave ceiling, it deposits tiny amounts of calcite as it drips. Over time, this creates stalactites. When the water droplets fall to the floor, they continue depositing calcite, forming stalagmites. If a stalactite and a stalagmite grow long enough to meet, they form a column.
Carlsbad Caverns is home to a variety of stunning cave formations, also called speleothems, beyond just stalactites and stalagmites. Columns are formed when a stalactite and a stalagmite meet, creating a pillar-like structure. Flowstone appears as sheets of calcite resembling frozen waterfalls, formed by mineral-rich water flowing over surfaces. Draperies, also called curtains, are thin, wavy sheets of calcite that hang from the ceiling, resembling folded fabric. Soda straws are hollow, tube-like stalactites that represent the early stages of stalactite growth. Helictites are twisted, curling formations that defy gravity due to capillary action and air currents. Rimstone dams are terraced pools created by mineral deposits left behind as water overflows. Cave pearls are small, round mineral deposits that form in water pools as layers of calcite build up around a nucleus, such as a grain of sand. Popcorn consists of small, knobby formations resembling popcorn, often found on walls and ceilings.
Some of the most famous named formations in Carlsbad Caverns include Rock of Ages, a large stalagmite formation; Temple of the Sun, a beautiful combination of stalactites and stalagmites; Fairyland, an area filled with delicate, intricate formations.
A few more well-known formations include the Giant Dome, a massive stalagmite, and the Totem Pole, a slender, towering stalagmite. The chandelier stalactites hanging from the ceiling are among the most stunning formations in the cave. While an exact count of all the speleothems, or cave formations, in Carlsbad Caverns is difficult to determine, the park is home to countless stalactites and stalagmites. making it one of the most spectacular cave systems in the world. Each of these formations contributes to the otherworldly beauty of Carlsbad Caverns.
Carlsbad Caverns isn't just about its incredible underground formations. The above-ground landscape is also stunning and offers a variety of outdoor experiences. This landscape features rugged mountains, deep canyons, and vast desert plains. The terrain is home to diverse plant and animal life. Wildlife sightings may include mule deer, javelinas, coyotes, ringtails, and over 300 species of birds. Trail trivia. How many species of cacti are there on Earth? 1,500. Carlsbad Caverns is located in the Chihuahuan Desert, which contains more than 500 of the world's 1,500 species of cactus. The Chihuahuan Desert is considered the most diverse desert in the Western Hemisphere and one of the most diverse arid regions in the world. Unfortunately, the Chihuahuan Desert ecoregion is also one of the most endangered regions in the world. Trail trivia. Name one of the other 2 U.S. national parks that lie within the Chihuahuan Desert. White Sands National Park and Guadalupe Mountains National Park.
A really unique above-ground attraction is Rattlesnake Springs. This is a lush oasis and a designated riparian area in the park, attracting a variety of bird species, making it a prime spot for birdwatching. Riparian means relating to wetlands adjacent to rivers and streams. It's a stark contrast to the surrounding desert.
The Guadalupe Ridge Trail is another option. This long-distance trail is over 100 miles and offers stunning views of the Guadalupe Mountains and surrounding desert. This 100-mile trail passes through Carlsbad Caverns National Park, Lincoln National Forest, Bureau of Land Management land, and Guadalupe Mountains National Park, with over 20 miles within Carlsbad Caverns National Park. The trail is great for hiking and backpacking with opportunities to see spectacular sunsets and stargaze at night.
During summer evenings, May to October, about 400,000 Brazilian free-tailed bats emerge from the cave entrance in a swirling spectacle as they head out to hunt. Visitors can watch this event at the Bat Flight Amphitheater near the natural entrance.
Hike the short Chihuahuan Desert Nature Trail to learn about the unique plants found in the park and to see 2 natural entrances to Carlsbad Caverns. Don't miss the scenic drives and overlooks. The park offers beautiful desert vistas and scenic drives, including the Walnut Canyon Desert Drive, which takes visitors through the stunning desert landscapes and provides great photography opportunities.
Carlsbad Caverns National Park is designated as a dark sky park, meaning it has minimal light pollution, making it an excellent place for stargazing and astrophotography. The park occasionally hosts night programs led by rangers.
When visiting the park, it is important to obtain timed entry tickets. Timed entry tickets are required to experience Carlsbad Caverns and available online or by calling. This is a very important detail. The reservation only reserves the time. Entrance tickets must be purchased at the visitor center.
Be prepared to go deep underground. The elevator is one option for exploring the cave. It travels 750 feet below the ground, equivalent to the height of the Hoover Dam, and it only takes about 1 minute to reach the bottom. The original elevator system was installed in 1955 and required repair and modernization work to enhance the safety and convenience for park visitors. The park now has 2 elevator systems, with the primary system undergoing a modernization project in 2018.
The other option to enter the cave is the Natural Entrance Trail, a steep 1.25-mile descent that takes about an hour to hike down from the amphitheater to the bottom of the cave. This trail drops the same 750 feet in elevation, equivalent to walking down a 75-story building. This option is much more gradual than the elevator, not as much of a concern for ear pressure and popping. When we were there, I chose to take the elevator down, explore the area, and then hike up the natural entrance trail.
That visit was only a couple months after having our daughter, so I chose to spend time in the visitor center and enjoy the views of the park from there. Also, I had just been to the park not long before that visit. The caverns were pretty amazing. Be sure to bring a light jacket as it is a little cooler down there.
Only clear water can be consumed to protect the caverns. No food or other beverages are permitted. You can explore Carlsbad Caverns on your own along 2 trails, the Big Room and Natural Entrance Trail, which I did together. Hike time is about an hour and a half for the Big Room Trail and 1 hour for the steep Natural Entrance Trail. Depending on your fitness level, this can vary greatly. Cave tours are not recommended for people with known heart or respiratory problems.
Children 15 and under are free to enter the cavern. However, they must hold a reservation time. Remember to account for all adults and children when you make your reservations. During the summer months and holidays, be aware that once the cave capacity number has been reached, no additional entry is allowed unless you have a reservation. There is a limited number of entries per day.
Each year, the National Park Service offers free entry a few days a year to all national parks and national park units. If purchasing an America the Beautiful Pass isn't in your budget, maybe seeking out an adventure at a nearby national park unit on one of these free days would be a way to get to enjoy our national park system without the usual cost. The free days in 2025, 2 of which have already passed, are Saturday, April 19th, the first day of National Park Week, Thursday, June 19th, Juneteenth National Independence Day, Monday, August 4th, the anniversary of the Great American Outdoors Act, Saturday, September 27th, National Public Lands Day, and Tuesday, November 11th, Veterans Day. Next, let's explore the Junior Ranger section of the NPS website by completing a Junior Ranger activity together.
The Carlsbad Caverns NPS website has a wonderful online Junior Ranger section. Each age group has a dedicated Junior Ranger handbook, and there is even a separate handbook for becoming a junior bat biologist. Let's complete a Junior Ranger activity together now.
Carlsbad Caverns and the Chihuahuan Desert boast a diverse ecosystem with approximately 750 plant species, 331 bird species, 64 mammal species, and 44 reptiles and amphibian species. With such a wide array of plant and animal life, it can be difficult to learn about them all. So, let's continue to learn more about bats, one of people's favorite aspects of Carlsbad Caverns. When you visit Carlsbad Caverns, be sure to wear clean clothes and clean boots before exploring the caves. Help protect the bats from white nose syndrome. We cannot stress this enough. It is vital to not wear clothes, including shoes, that have been worn in another cave system. Now, some true or false questions from the Junior Ranger Handbook.
True or false? Bats are flying mammals. True. Bats are the only mammals capable of true flight. True or false? Bats are helpful because some species eat a lot of insects. Definitely true. True or false? All bats have rabies. False. Only a small percentage of bats are infected with rabies. Estimates suggest that less than 1% of bats in the U.S. have rabies.
True or false? Like mice, bats are rodents. False. Bats belong to a different order of mammals called Chiroptera, meaning handwing, and are more closely related to primates and other mammals like cats than rodents. Rodents belong to the order of mammals called Rodentia. This order includes animals like rats, mice, and squirrels, known for their constantly growing incisors. Incisors are the narrow-edged teeth at the front of the mouth, adapted for cutting. In humans, there are 4 incisors in each jaw. True or false? All bats are blind. That is false. Bats are not blind. They possess functional eyes and can see, though their vision varies by species, and some species also rely on echolocation for navigation and hunting, particularly in the darkness.
One final question to wrap up the Junior Ranger activity for today. Name some places where you can go to learn more about plants and animals near your home. Think about it, and after this episode concludes, talk amongst yourselves to list some of the educational resources you have near you to learn more about your environment. Then, name one thing you can do to help protect the plants, animals, and environment near your home.
The Carlsbad Caverns cave system remains a treasure trove for scientists. In 1986, Lechuguilla Cave was discovered in the park, now considered one of the longest and most complex caves in the world. Carlsbad Caverns has been featured in several films and documentaries showcasing its surreal underground landscapes. In 1995, the park was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognizing its global importance as a natural and cultural resource. Carlsbad Caverns National Park continues to captivate visitors with its breathtaking beauty, remarkable history, and vital ecological role, standing as a testament to the wonders of nature and the resilience of those who strive to protect it.
If you haven't visited Carlsbad Caverns yet, we hope this inspired you to add it to your bucket list. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like, share, and follow us for more outdoor adventures. And to all you Junior Rangers out there, good luck on earning your badge. And hey, if you've earned a Junior Ranger badge recently, send us a picture. We'd love to see it.
And if you want, feel free to share your latest story from your time in a national park unit. Who knows? Maybe we will mention it in one of our upcoming episodes. Be sure to include in the email that you grant us permission to share your story. I will include our email address npjrpodcast@gmail.com in our show notes. And feel free to follow us on our adventures on Instagram @npjrpodcast. Until next time, happy trails. And remember, the earth is ours to explore and protect. So let's get out there and do it.
Explore.
Learn.
And protect.